Ghanshyam Tiwari, look, I want to read out to you the list of the past. 1975, everybody remembers. 1984, anti-Sikh killings, everybody remembers. But that was not the end to attempt to muzzle free speech. It was through the defamation bill, the postal bill, which had to be withdrawn during the Rajiv Gandhi era. Article 356, how many times was it used? Nearly 100 times by the Congress governments. Also, Shah Bano judgment, how it was completely turned on its head. Trying to introduce the communal violence bill is also something that happened in the UPA government. State control for economy, which did what it did to our economy for several years, nationalization of banks, etc. And yet the Congress wants to use this opportunity to say there is an undeclared emergency. Why?
Good evening, Navika, to you, the viewers and the fellow co-panelists. I am not an expert. A lot of illuminated media has done post-mortem of Nehru, Gandhi, and believe in Kangana's version that India gained independence in 2014. She's a member of parliament of BJP. So I'm not going to continue this expertise of post-mortem of what happened until 2014. Let's look at what happened after 2014. None of these, number 10, number 11, these countless lists between Shehzad, you, and Anand Ranganathan said one thing about employment, said one thing about uplifting the Indian education system to a level that the AI era requires, said one thing about enabling the poor to fight this continuous battle of price rise. When they raised the prices of LPG, when they raised the prices of petrol, diesel, when they created the government by crony capitalists. I was not raising hands, signaling anything when Anand was talking. We can all have patience and dignity. As far as coming up with lists of various people who are number 1, number 2, I have a different kind of list. My list says that who are, while in 2014, man of the match is Mr. Modi. In 2015, man of the match is Mr. Modi. 2016, man of the match is Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi is beating Mr. Modi of the previous version. But there are other man of the matches also that have emerged. Gautam Adani is man of the match. His wealth tripled 10 times, I don't know how many times. Nishikant Dubey is a man of the match to call CGI responsible for civil wars. Vijay Shah is man of the match for calling Colonel Sophia sister of terrorists. CBI, ED, EC, IT, they are all men of the matches from that perspective. Ranjan Gogoi is a massive man of the match. And Biren Singh is a man of the match. Ram Rahim is a man of the match. Prajwal Ravanna is a man of the match. Brajbhushan Sharan Singh is a man of the match. The people who gave a lot of money to BJP, 13,000 crores in 10 years, all of them have some victory trophies around them. That's the amount of money that BJP has raised through electoral bonds and outside. Eventually, there's also a lot of man of the matches in the media who the Supreme Court cautioned against hate speech and propagating hate speech. Everyone who in the last 11 years have created an everyday debate on Hindu-Muslim hate in India is a man of the match. So there are a lot of men of the matches in Mr. Modi's victory parade of 11 years. But in that victory parade, the youth is missing. Those who want education is missing. Those who want a country of harmony is missing. Those who want a media that will speak truth, that will not create hate through everyday Hindu-Muslim debates is missing. And the institutions that are pillar of our democracy are missing.